Hello YouTube. It is Monday, March 14th, 2022. So, yesterday, of course, got the fencing up and in place for some vertical gardening. Let my tomato plants go up and cucumbers and all kinds of things that'll be going upwards and upwards, hopefully. That being said, looking at my plants, and this morning found out that it's going to be pretty much in the mid to high 80s all week. It's supposed to dip back down to the 70s come this weekend. But it's getting warmer, and it's just going to keep getting warmer. So I'm here in Arizona, down here in Maricopa County. It gets hot here. It gets really hot here. So we're getting to that point of the year where it's going to start warming up. Needless to say, lettuce won't be probably doing too hot. Broccoli, cauliflower, those type of plants are not going to be doing too well for much longer here. And this is where I need to start. One of the things I need to start making lists on is I need to figure out, like right now, what it is I'm going to essentially replace with those plants in those containers. Stuff that, of course, is going to do well in the hotter temperatures. Of course, we'll be providing shade, looking at some additional options, especially now that we've got the fencing up. I can actually use the fence posts, the T-posts, as anchor points for shade. So that's going to be another benefit of having this set up here. But on top of that, though, I mean, I need stuff that's just going to withstand the heat. And that's something I should have been looking at for some time now, is figuring out what my next plants are. I've got these ones in here. They're doing their thing. I'm keeping an eye on them. What's next? Okay. So I need to start making some lists on that. Another list, though, that I want to start working on is just additional projects. As an example, just today I was on Instagram flipping through, and I saw something that I thought was just really awesome. And it was just a bean teepee, like pole beans, and they essentially had their sticks. It was basically just discarded branches and such, and they formed kind of the frame of it like a teepee and grew the beans up of it, and it looked really amazing. And I mean, it was really awesome. So things like that, there's things like that I want to eventually try. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do it at the scale as this person did, but to at least give it a shot. And there's been all kinds of other things that I've seen people try, people do, people suggest. And so what happens is, I'll like the post or I'll show it to somebody, but I don't make actual note of it. And so the next thing is I just forget. I'll forget that I even saw it. It'll never exist in my mind again. So I need to start making lists. I need to start making lists of things I want to do, things I want to try to do. And I should probably eventually kind of expand those lists into, additional like goals and things of that nature. And then I can start making lists on how to reach those. We'll see what happens with that. But I at least want to start making a list of plants that I want to grow, make a list of, you know, what's coming up next. I should start actually keeping track of grow dates, grow times, because up until this point, pretty much everything I've done has been experimental, and this is still technically experimental. But I need to step my game up a bit. I need to actually start paying more attention to what it is I'm doing, what it is I'm growing, so that I don't just figure out how to plant stuff, but how to actually grow things, how to actually garden. I guess you could say how to actually become a gardener. So that's just the next step. I can keep putting stuff in the dirt. I can keep doing that till cows come home. That doesn't mean it's going to be successful, though. And even if I plant in abundance, it doesn't mean it's going to be successful. I could have this entire backyard full of like lettuces and such, things that just hate hot temperatures. Well, eventually that whole thing's just going to be dead. That's all there is to it. So I need to start actually planning accordingly. And again, looking at grow charts, things of that nature. And of course, making lists. I don't think making lists, even if I have to do it the old school way with a notepad. Matter of fact, I think that might be the best thing for me to do. Maybe I just need to start writing down like a grow journal. There's an idea. Keep track of when I actually put stuff in the ground. Not just when it's suggested to, but when I've actually done it. And go from there. That's not a bad idea. I think I'll start doing that. That'll be a portion of my list. Otherwise, I'll go the old school, notepad, pencil, and just start taking notes, writing things down. Maybe I'll start carrying around a notepad with me or something. We'll see what happens. So that's where we're at right now. So I gotta do my little rounds here. Check on the little plants. I know I need to water these back here. I missed those yesterday. I didn't even realize it until just today as I got home. So I'll be watering those a bit. And yeah, so that's really all I've got for you today. Gotta figure out what to do for some dinner. Might actually do, you know what, I really don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. So that'll do it for today, and we'll see you on the next one.